It's time to get your plant and gardening questions answered live.
The number to call, 270-9933. Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is standing by on the patio. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Hello.
Good to see you.
Good to see you guys, too.
Lots of calls as usual.
Okay, let's get started.
We'll start with Linda from Janesville. Hi, Linda.
Hi. My question is brown spots on my tomato plants. It's not on the bell pepper plants. But I've also noticed now the leaves are falling more. It's on maple leaves and elm leaves and stuff, too. I've been breaking off the sections that have that, which make my tomato plants look horrible, but I am getting some tomatoes. I don't know what to do about it because I don't want to go through this next year.
Okay, so it sounds like you have a lot of fungus issues, Linda, and there are lots of different leaf spot funguses out, and we have had really fungusy weather this year, so they're all a little bit different. On your tomato plants, if your tomatoes are in pots, change out your potting soil next year. If they're planted in the ground, then move your tomatoes to a different part of your garden next spring. That should help a lot. You can also spray a preventative fungicide on it. As far as your maple trees and your elm trees, the best thing to do is just when the leaves fall, rake them up and get them out. Don't put them in your compost. Put them out for the city because their piles get hot enough to get rid of the spores to kill them. So practice some good cleanup this fall. That should make a big difference for next year.
All right, very good. Let's go to Kathy from Beaver Dam. Hi, Kathy. What's your question?
Hello. I have some lilacs that are in a severe decline. There's no change in lights or anything. At first I thought it was what I call size 12 work boot blight because my husband was painting on that side of the house, and he doesn't care. Then I thought, well, maybe it's global warming because I had like 2-inch blooms in November.
Okay.
Now it's been the third year, and 2 of them are almost gone. Could it be jungling? I've got a neighbor whose house is surrounded by squirrel-planted black walnuts around his foundation, and could that do it?
It could be, although juglone toxicity is usually within the canopy of the black walnut tree or the hickory. So there would have to be big enough to be actually dripping, so your plants would be under the drip line. I would maybe do a little bit of renewal pruning. Get your husband and his size 12 work boots outside with maybe some pruners and start taking out some of the oldest wood, and maybe you'll get some new regrowth coming up from the base, and see if that helps out a little bit.
All right, let's go to Lorraine now in Wanakee. Hi, Lorraine.
Hi there. I have 2 butterfly bushes in the front on the south side of my house. And I also have a white birch in the middle of my front yard. Now, I noticed last year the white birch, or actually the last couple of years, those Asian beetles love the leaves.
Sure.
And a lot of them dropped from the white birch tree. Now, these 2 butterfly bushes, one is a purple one, and one is a variegated colored one, you know, with the 3 colors.
Sure.
The beetles have attacked the multicolored butterfly bush, but not the plain purple one. Why would that be?
Japanese beetles are strange creatures. Some years I notice like they'll go after roses but only a certain color, and then the next year they'll go after another color. They do love birch trees, and you can help with that. You can treat your birch trees with a systemic insecticide like Bayer 12-year or year-round tree and shrub, and that will help sort of mitigate the damage. As far as the as your butterfly bushes are concerned, next year the beetles might be after something else. The good news is that they're not going to do a ton of damage. Just cut them back to the ground, maybe leave a little bit of a stub this fall so that next spring you know where they are, and we'll just keep our fingers crossed that they like something better next year.
It's funny. Attack one thing.
All right, let's go to Kate from Stoughton. Hi, Kate, you're next. What's your question? Kate, are you there?
Here.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. My question is, we have a rhododendron that's about 3 years old, and it's just not doing anything. So I'd like to move it. Is this the right time to dig it up and move it? And should I move it to shade or sun?
So most rhododendron are going to like situations where they have sun in the morning and shade in the afternoon at the hot part of the day. They also like a spot that's really well drained, not dry, but doesn't stay wet. So the better thing to do would be to move your rhododendron next spring. As soon as you can get your shovel in the ground as it's starting to bud, and move it to a spot where it's got good drainage and sun in the morning so you get some flowers, but not sun in the afternoon so it burns the foliage.
Sounds great. Thank you.
All right, thanks for calling. We are out of time. Thank you all for calling in, and I wish we had more time.
We need more time. You have a lot of callers. You're very popular, Lisa. So we'll do this again soon. Good to see you.
Good to see you guys too.
Final check of your forecast is coming up.